Slavery in ancient Rome was not merely a social institution, but a pivotal economic force that shaped various aspects of Roman society, including agriculture. The rise of slavery and its implications for Roman farmers provide a compelling narrative of economic displacement and social transformation. The foundation of Roman agriculture. Initially, agriculture in early Rome was primarily based on small, family-run farms. These farms were the backbone of Roman society, supplying food for families and surplus products for trade in local markets. The typical Roman farmer was a free citizen who worked his own land, often alongside family members. This agrarian model was fundamental to the Roman economy and was deeply ingrained in the Roman identity. The shift towards slavery in agriculture. However, as Rome expanded its territories through conquests during the Republican period, 509 to 27 BCE, the structure of its agricultural economy began to change dramatically. The influx of wealth and the acquisition of new lands during the Punic Wars, 264–146 BCE, were pivotal. Rome's victories, especially over Carthage, brought a significant number of slaves into the Roman economy. These slaves were primarily war captives, and their forced labor was exploited in various sectors, particularly in agriculture. Wealthy Roman elites, who gained vast tracts of land during these wars, began to consolidate small farms into large estates known as latifundia, large agricultural estates. These estates were efficiently run using slave labor, which was more cost-effective than hiring free laborers. Slaves could be worked long hours, managed harshly, and required no wages, only maintenance. Impact on free Roman farmers. The proliferation of latifundia and the use of slave labor had profound effects on free Roman farmers. As large estates began to dominate agriculture, the market was flooded with produce from these slave-run farms. This produce was not only abundant, but also cheaper, due to the lower operational costs of slave labor. Consequently, small independent farmers could not compete with the pricing set by the large estates. Unable to match the productivity and prices of the latifundia, many small farmers found their incomes dwindling. Over time, this economic pressure forced many to sell their lands to the very elites who were undercutting them. This process not only impoverished free farmers, but also eroded the traditional Roman farmer class. Migration and social consequences. Displaced from the countryside, many former landowners and rural laborers migrated to cities, particularly Rome, in search of work. However, the urban environment was already struggling to provide for its population, leading to overcrowding, unemployment, and social unrest among the dispossessed rural populace. The increase in urban poverty and the growth of a disenchanted underclass fed social tensions within the Republic. Make sure to subscribe for more interesting content. Political ramifications. The growing divide between the wealthy landowners and the impoverished masses led to significant political consequences. Politicians like the Gracchi brothers, Tiberius and Gaius in the 2nd century BCE, championed reforms aimed at redistributing land and limiting the accumulation and use of slave labor. Their proposed reforms, which sought to restore land to the small farmers and cap the number of slaves that could work on large estates, were seen as a direct threat to the elite class. The ensuing political struggle led to civil unrest and the eventual assassination of both brothers, highlighting the deep societal rifts caused by the issue of land and slave labor. Thus, the integration of slavery into Roman agriculture was a catalyst for economic and social upheaval, driving small farmers into poverty and contributing to significant urban and political problems. This shift not only transformed the landscape of Roman agriculture, but also altered the fabric of Roman society, setting the stage for further conflicts and the eventual transition from republic to empire. The story of slavery in ancient Rome is a vivid example of how economic changes can have far-reaching effects on society and its structures, echoing through the centuries.